Hello, City of Heroes and City of Villains fans. It's me, Tommy. It's been a long time since I did a video, and just weird life stuff going on, weird life transitions going on. Just have really not been uh, recording much, but I thought I'd record this. So, this is my Storm. Let me rephrase that. This is my Water Blast Storm Corruptor Baron Cyclone. Just like a little bit look at his build here. I don't have the mids open, so we're just going to use this is just a really impromptu video. There's nothing really crazy. I mean, I do my standard either standard slotting a unique in health for recovery. My 3 slots of efficacy adapter, which gives us that nice which gives us a nice little 1.5% improvement of recovery, which works really well. Um, it's cheaper than the proc, and it works just as well in my opinion. Um, Maneuvers, assault, tough. Sliding up tough and weave to me is worth it, especially with the uniques. Steadfast protection, gladiator's armor, shield wall. These are the 3 I usually go for. Um, and there's of course the good old luck of the gamblers. Combat jumping gives you a nice defense boost. All those little boosts really add up over. They just really add up. Um, got charged armor. My new favorite set now for resistance is Aegis. It's shield wall for defense and Aegis for resistance sets. It just brings so much to the table, and really, I feel really makes resistance sets shine. Energize has got the good old fashioned underrated doctored wounds. Very underrated set. You could 6 slot this or 5 slot this in anything. I say go for it. It also's got that little bit of that psionic resistance and mes resistance in it. Doctored Wounds is amazing. Um, my go-to set for any of the pets is I always try to get expedient reinforcement in a pet. I just do, and ever since I was watching forgetting people's names. I'm getting old and tired. Dark Currents videos about how much damage pets add per his analysis. People are always saying pets are useless, but he's kind of proven that wrong. Like pets add quite a bit of extra DPS to characters if you can grab a pet. And I don't know what it is about this new pet, but this damn thing's sturdy. This is a sturdy pet. And I was looking at its stats. It doesn't look different than the other one. The only thing I can figure is because it's a hover blaster, it kind of stays out of melee and it hovers and blasts from a distance. That allows it to survive for a long time. But I've got kind of the quick basic setup here with the water. Got Aqua Bolt, another favorite set, Thunderstrike, great set. Uh, I try to slot as many of those I can in a build early if I don't have money for the fancier stuff. This particular build, I did have money for Frozen Blast and some of these other sets, but just get so much out of this. Thunderstrike's good. Um, I did the little trick of 3 slotting um, Scourging Blast to get the recharge bonus twice, because as always gives me 20%. So I 3 slotted it here, 3 slotted it there, so I can get that 10% bonus twice. So it's in Lightning Storm. I'll talk about Lightning Storms sliding in a minute. Another favorite set of mine is Artillery. I love that set. It does a lot for builds. See, get something here. We've got a Hydrate. Got another favorite set of mine, Touch of the Nyctus. These are all favorite sets. I use these sets a lot. Um, Gaussian Synchronized Fire Control, another favorite set of mine. I've got the Corruptor, full set of Superior Malice of the Corruptor, and the Water Jet. I usually will put 2 sets of the ATOs in there. That's the archetype um, enhancements. I will usually try to grab both sets of those for a build, just because of the theme and I kind of like it. A Superior Frozen Blast, really expensive. This is a crazy story. So I got one of these by walking through a haunted house on Halloween in a player sponsored event in Halloween night. And I just walked in, and I didn't expect at the end of the event. I forgot the name of the SG of the super group that sponsored the haunted house. And forgive me, I got like a free Superior Frozen Blast at the end. I'm like, I could totally use that on this character, and it was on this character. I was like, well, I got one free, and I had enough money and merits stored up between all my characters, four or five different characters. I was able to get a full set of this. And I know it's expensive and hard. Typically, I would not. Typically, I go for the cheap sets and the ATOs if I can afford it. If not, just the cheap sets while I can hang in there till later. But yeah, Superior Frozen Blast. And another favorite set of mine here, Sovereign Right. This is not a favorite set because I very rarely buy it. But Sovereign Right and Expedient Reinforcement, I like to stack those two, just because they give some really good, decent benefits. You know, some energy negative resistance, recharge, and this one also offers some decent benefits. So I didn't really stack the energy negative resistance here. This time I didn't full slot it for some interesting reasons, which I'll talk about. So you'll notice I've got these force feedback chances for recharge in the knockback powers, even the knock up powers. So this is knock up power here. But that gives a pretty decent chance, and they're pretty affordable. They're usually 2 to 3 million on the exchange auction house. A pretty good chance of giving you a lot of extra recharge in your character, and it's very helpful. You'll notice here this really unique lightning. I stole this slotting from a very, very, very ancient forum post. Uh, I think it might have been from the original forums, but the guy had put a chance for endurance in there, and then this chance for recharge in there, and then three slotted an ATO set in there, and this works extremely well. You know, the ATO slot's what's not important. What's important is this chance for endurance and this chance for recharge. I'm noticing it. Really noticing it. Like normally, lightning storm just drains your endurance, and it's just not draining my endurance. Like I can fight pretty well unless I'm hit by a sapper or something. But by three slotting Scourging Blast here and three slotting it here, I get that 10% recharge improvement twice. So it's 20% recharge improvement now. Freezing Rain, I just put a slow endurance in there. Probably could have put something better in there, but I had it already, and it didn't. I just used it. And I love Ice Minstrel's Torment, but one slot's enough. Freezing Rain can be a one slot wonder for you. I could have stuck the proc in there. I guess I could go back and do that, but I didn't this time. I just find it incredibly effective. Um, what else have I done? No, Whirlpool's fantastic. It does a great job. I like that set there. O2 Boost. I could have gotten Gale, but I just picked O2 Boost. You'll notice I skipped Hurricane. And this is also based on just some things I read in some different forum posts on the live site. Um, because he's mostly doing damage from range and he's not meleeing, I went with that choice of skipping Hurricane. I know it is a blasphemous choice, but it is working out extremely well. I don't need Hurricane because I don't really need. I'm going to show you why too. I don't really worry too much about taking damage from melee or from melee attacks, and I'm gonna show you why. Uh, if we look at his combat attributes here, the slotting that I've got some pretty gnarly for a squishy character. I've got some pretty gnarly. My smashing lethal and energy resistances are pretty high. And a lot of your melee damage is smashing and lethal. Um, and some energy, I believe too. So that felt right to me. Negative, maybe it's not so much. Sonic, not so much, and toxic, not so much. But I think those are a little bit more rarer. And then defense wise, look at his defenses. His range attacks, his melee defense is above 35%. So he's got some real good defensive and resistance numbers here. Just crazy. And this is the combination really of look at the work that some of these other we'll look at toxic defense since the shield doesn't provide toxic defense between the uniques, steadfast protection unique, the gladiator's armor unique, weave being slotted somewhat, combat jumping being slotted somewhat, evasive maneuvers, which evasive maneuvers actually doesn't count because in combat it goes away. Let's just take that out. Still good. Still good. I'm getting 25%. Step out protection, gladiator's armor, weave, combat jumping, maneuvers, hover. Hovers, use a little bit of that too when you get attacked. We'll take that off just to be safe. But just, still getting rather hefty amounts of defense from just this extra slotting. And you put other things on top of that, and things just get ridiculous. Uh, Evasive maneuvers and hover are a little bit deceptive because they go away if you make once you make an attack. But they do mitigate Alpha Strike. If you haven't attacked yet and the Alpha Strike's coming in, you'll still get all this extra defense from them, the 16% defense I'm getting between the two of them. But once I make an attack, a hover and evasive maneuvers kind of fall off. They fall off, and you no longer get the benefit. But initially, not bad. But just between just all the defense and resistance that I stacked in this, and again, this is just a lot of reading in forums on slotting and looking at different character builds. This guy is he's just solid. I really got no. I don't need Hurricane. He just doesn't need it. He, there's no reason for me to repel enemies that get melee with me. Now I understand Hurricane's a fantastic power, but I'm also a terrible player. I'll be honest, I'm a terrible player, and so. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to. I like to go. I've been really a fan of support these days. Almost every character, and this is why support gives you plus defense and special. So special it boosts like your heals and stuff, I believe, and a little bit of your defense, an additional defense boost. So when I toggle on that ability, my defense goes up some more. So I can't, it goes up slightly for certain types of defense. So you really just can't beat it. And plus just the additional healing and stuff. It's just helpful. And then also your pets and your teammates get it too. So here we're gonna go lightning pet up here. I'm gonna save the big time pets right now because I don't want to use them right now. And we're just gonna open up with this. We're gonna alpha strike them. We're gonna lay down this. Now you notice I'm only doing I may need to turn the game sound down a little bit. I'm only doing 52s here. That's just because I just want to demonstrate. He can handle 54s quite readily, but I just wanted to demo the build, and I didn't really want to work that hard demoing the build. And let me turn down that game sounds a little high, so you can't hear me as well. Graphics and audio, sound effects volume. We're just going to turn that down some. There we go. All right. Oh, this chick escaped us. All right. But as you can see, this is just insane. And then I also got the Banished Pantheon pets that everybody gets, and it just gets ridiculous. The patches that get laid down between myself, the Banished Pantheon pets, the slows, everything just melts. And you'll notice this guy's sturdy. Like, stuff's hitting me, but between my defense and my resistances, I'm able to handle it pretty well. Just, it's just blowing through things. I think I'm as satisfied with this as I was with the Electric Dom. And you'll notice, even with Lightning Storm out, if I didn't have that Endurance proc in Lightning Storm, I would have run out of Endurance. I did have to chomp a blue, and I just did that. I really didn't need to. I just kind of did it to do it, because I don't like the Endurance bar going past 50%. It bothers me when it goes that low. But, yeah, he's just wipes through things. And, I'm a big fan of Inspiration Abuse, so I'm going to chomp a couple of those reds down. And we're going to do another one of these ones. Oh, got a boss over there, too. Gotta make sure we don't. things here. Yeah. I forgot if I've got reactive in this or. So you notice I am taking some damage, but it's that's probably smashing lethal damage from bullets, and it's just not really bothering him that much. That guy escaped with a sliver of health. Um, I guess I will show you the ridiculousness that is adding the Banished Pantheon pet on. And we'll use, I got Ageless up here, so we'll use that to replenish my end bar. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so much. Nothing's gonna move. Everything's slowed, debuffed. Just ridiculous. Oh, we turn off my flight. I'll probably have less issues here. And put my support on here. I'll probably have less endurance issues now. Oops. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I guess we're looking for crates too, so we're gonna look around see if we find any glowies to click on. I don't hear any. Let's see if there's some up here. There's not, but we might as well just clear this out. You know, this guy up here wants to hide. Yeah, those banished Pantheon pets are just so overpowered. You combine, I mean, I think I probably got four rain powers falling down during that. I've got my sleet, his sleet, my whirlpool. It's just completely ridiculous. And you notice how fast this guy recharged, is summon a depth recharge. That's probably due to the force feedback procs. So, all right, let's see. We might as well head down this corridor here and take care of business up here. Oh yeah, this will be just ridiculous as well. This is my little new guy down there to do some work. And with all the slow, I mean, Water Storm, I think would be just as devastating on a defender as it is on a Corruptor. Corruptor's got the Scourge, but just all that. Oops. Oh, he stunned me. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to die to one little tiny boss through carelessness. That was just my own. That was just my own ridiculousness that caused that. It's not a reflection of the build. Um, but yeah, those banished Pantheon pets. If you already have a rain or something on your character, rain or sleet on the character already, and then you get the pets, I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna triple do this just for fun. Hopefully the pets don't get themselves into trouble. I'm gonna go around the long way down rather than trying to chase that boss and get myself into more trouble. Yeah, get a lot of runners. Yeah, so the big thing here is stuns. I gotta be careful. If anything's gonna kill me, it's a stun. And again, most of that's just it's late and I'm kind of tired and I'm not really on top of my game here. I'm not really playing tip top performance shape right now, or that wouldn't have happened. That's just mostly carelessness. It's not a reflection of the build. It's just carelessness. And you're just the amount of DPS that this thing gives out. I don't use tools to measure DPS, but I would be curious to see how that goes. I guess yeah, just the amount of DPS he's able to just kick out here. Yeah, got a little spy over there. Just have another crate to destroy. Ooh, why is this crate giving me so much trouble? That's usually not an issue in this guy. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I think on a defender, this combination of a water blast and storm might even be even more nasty. It's pretty nasty on a corruptor. Let's look at our map and see where our last crate is, if it'll tell us. Is that it? Nope. Okay. We lost a crate somewhere, so we got to figure out where the last crate is. But you can see this guy is pretty effective. Like where I'm playing right now in tip-top condition, not kind of tired in the middle of the night. This would probably be a better performance. Again, any randomness in gameplay you see is just my poor choices. There's something about gamers that sometimes bothers me is they never admit wrong or weakness. Like you've ever noticed like streamers like they make a mistake, it's always somebody else's fault or something else's fault. It's like never their fault. It's like, dude, nah, you just screwed up. Just say you screwed up. Yeah. I'm still managing to, even though she hit her unstoppable or whatever, I'm still, Scourge is still hitting her. I should have been able to finish her long before that, but just, I don't know. Oh, she's knockback resistant though. Wow. She's resisting a lot. What is that temp? I wonder what that is. Is that temporary invoke? Is that unstoppable? I don't know what that is. The power she's got. Seems to be more of a resistance power, not a defense ability. Oh, there it is. I don't want to be here all night doing it, so we get our buddy to help us just attack it. There we go. So there you go. It's today's random video. Water blast storm corruptor. Uh, just ridiculous. I think it would be ridiculous no matter how you built it. Um, I am a fan for armoring the characters up, so I'll sacrifice a little DPS to get some armor on them. I do think that tough and weave and tough and weave plus combat jumping, and then if you can get a leadership on top of it, can really give you some real hefty amounts or decent amounts, especially if you slot in those uniques of defense and resistance on top of any shield you get in your epic or power pools. But it is a real simple build. There's nothing super complicated in this build. It's nothing super fancy. I don't do a lot of procs in my kind of builds and stuff like that. I'm pretty straightforward and boring in how I build. Um, the trickiest thing I did in this build was the lightning storm, which I got from somebody else in the forums I read. I saw that lightning storm sliding, and I was like, that is excellent, dude. That makes a lot of sense, and I do feel like that performance shifter proc really helps, and that helps too. And also putting that knockback to knockdown on tornado makes tornado a little bit more useful. It doesn't scatter your mobs everywhere. Anyway, well, thanks for listening to today's random video. Um, I don't know. I might make some more random build videos. Again, my videos aren't the fanciest, but they are. But I think they're okay. Anyway, have a great day or a great night. What is it? Morning, night? I don't know. Take care. Bye.